So in a recent video, I went over the 4 stages of online business that I believe every single business owner has to go through. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to head over to the blog or the link below this video to watch that video first, because in this video, I'm gonna go through my experience going through those 4 stages, because I think it's helpful to hear an example about how someone else went through it, even if the way you're going through the stages is a bit different. In addition to watching that other video, make sure to download the worksheet that goes with both of these videos, and I'll make sure to link to that below as well. So hit pause, go grab that worksheet, make sure you have it with you so that you can go through it as I go through my experience going through these 4 stages. The first stage is what I like to call freelancing. This is when you're a total newbie, you want to start a business, you might not know at all what kind of business you want to start, you might know what kind of business you want to start, it doesn't matter. You normally start by doing some kind of freelancing / very custom projects for different clients. I absolutely went through this stage for a while because I was just 22 when I started working for myself and didn't feel that I had any skills that were marketable that I could make money doing. Some of that was true, and some of it was my own confidence and self-esteem being able to charge money for what I did, but I also didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I was good at writing, I had a French degree, I knew that I liked working one-on-one with people, so I did French tutoring, I wrote resumes for job seekers, I helped high school students write their college application essays, I tutored ESL, and I tried all these things out so that I could figure out what people wanted, what people were willing to pay for, and also what I enjoyed doing. I want to share that with you because if you're in that phase right now, I don't want you to feel bad about it. It's a necessary phase for you to go through in order to figure out what you want to create a business doing. At the end of this phase for me is when I decided to become a copywriter and start a copywriting business. So I was still quite general about that. I was kind of just a copywriter being compared to every other copywriter, but this is when I got to go into phase number 2, which is all about creating a signature service. When I was a copywriter, I realized that I was competing with all the other copywriters out there. And I did this for a while, arguing with anybody who told me I needed to niche down and be more specific because I didn't want to do that. And then when that wasn't working for me, I decided one day that I was gonna just listen to the advice I kept getting, niche down, and pick one little piece of copywriting to get known for. You might know what that is, and it's sales pages. So I shifted my business to focus entirely on sales pages. I stopped taking any other clients that were doing anything but sales pages. And the reason I decided to do sales pages was because that's the thing I kept getting asked about from other people. And I think this is a really important lesson. When you decide to niche down, it has to be something that your target clients are already craving and asking you to do for them. Once I started getting known for sales pages and having people coming to me and I was booked out and I was getting referred everywhere, that's when I decided it was time for me to launch a passive income product. Now I'm gonna give the caveat here that there is nothing passive about these products. I'm only using that term because that's the term that my audience is using, that's the term that people seem to recognize, but you could also just call this a small information product. So in phase number 3, my passive product was the sales page kit. The sales page kit is a kit that I created. I poured blood, sweat, and tears into this kit so that I could have other people learn how to write their own sales pages without having to work with me. The great thing about creating a product like this is that there's people out there who might not be able to afford working with you one-on-one. And if you create a product that helps them to do it themselves, they get the benefit of having you without you having to actually physically be there and showing up. Plus, if you're creating a product doing something that you already do all the time, it's pretty easy to put it together. So the sales page kit became my info product at level 3 of my business. At this point, I realized that I wanted to have a higher end, leverageable, scalable course experience, group experience type of situation. And from my years of experience working with entrepreneurs on their copy, one thing stuck out in my mind, which is that people really struggle to package up their services and their products before they started selling them. I surveyed my audience and learned that more than 75% weren't making at least $2,000 to $5,000 in their businesses yet. And that's how I realized if I was going to focus on services or products. Now, you know from these different stages of business that I believe that if you aren't making enough money in your business yet or you're starting out, you need to start off doing services, not info products, because that's not going to go well for you. And that's how I developed my program, Yay for Clients. So Yay for Clients is my signature course at stage 4 of my business, where I teach entrepreneurs how to create their own signature services so they can start attracting clients and making a regular income from their business. Now, in in my opinion, the next stage, stage 5, is where we start scaling. So what I'm gonna start doing, at least I believe right now, is putting all of my focus on the things I've already created, especially Yay for clients. We wanna make sure that we're pouring resources into making this a strong program over the long run. So if you're somebody who has created an e-course and let it die off, which I've totally done in the past, don't worry, and you think you wanna burn everything down and start over, I wanna warn you to be careful about making a rash decision. Even if only a couple of people have enrolled in your e-course, that's a good sign. It's something you have to go through. It takes years to create a multi-5, 6, even 7-figure e-course, and you have to be willing to run it as a marathon, not a sprint. So that's how I've been through these 4 stages of business and beyond. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know what some big aha you had, even a small aha was, from hearing my experience or going through the worksheet of those 4 stages. I would love to hear from you and hear your personal stories. I look forward to reading what you write, and I will see you next time.